Guess what time it is? It's KVK time. And this KVK is enormous. So let's jump into it. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms gameplay episode from your very own Shappy Gaming. And today we are talking about KVK because the fun's just getting started. So this is one of those videos where we're going to go through and we're going to talk about the KVK, who's in it, and we're going to run through my account to get all of my pre-KVK stats. And I'm going to talk to you about what I'm using, all the different commanders, all that stuff. And if you want to jump to a specific part, check it out in the chapters below. If you're new to the channel, my name's Shappy. I'm a sponsored Rise of Kingdoms content creator. And today we're talking about KVK. So this KVK is actually super exciting because I believe it's going to be Siege of Orleans, which is, the most popular type. I don't even know if I've done one of these. So I'm really excited about this. This was just the same kind of KVK that the major KVK was. And the first thing that you'll notice here, there's no Imperiums. I don't think I've had a KVK without Imperiums. Like 1002 is whatever. But like all of my past KVKs have been mega Imperium KVKs with lots of different big kingdoms. And there's like none here, which is super exciting to me. So let's actually break down what everything really looks like so you can get an idea of how we're doing here. So here's the map. And these are the teams actually. So as you can see, we're on the bottom right. We're 3265 here. We are the strongest in our camp, but we are fortunately not the strongest in this KVK, which is also pretty cool. Typically, we have been one of the stronger camps, and that's always been a little bit challenging. But this time around, the strongest camp is going to be 1002, which I believe may actually be the oldest kingdom in the game. But that said, this is also 1002-2, so maybe this is their second domain. I don't know. We're going to have to see how it all materializes. But I'm super, super excited for this KVK. I think there's going to be a lot of kills. I think there's going to be a lot of big battles. And most importantly, you see 2906? Well, way back when I was in 1079, I actually made a bunch of friends who then migrated to 2906. So the gauntlet is being thrown down. Panda, Duke, you're going down. And we will find out in Zone 5. Now, if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, do hit that subscribe button right over there, bottom right-hand corner, because I will be trying to stream as much of this KVK as I possibly can. And honestly, with this many camps and this many kingdoms, you're not going to want to miss it. Now, as you can see, we ended up with power around the same with these teams. So left versus right really made a whole lot of sense. But what's interesting here is the KP breakdown. And what you can see is the KP breakdown is similar, but 2728 is lethal. And that's my big fear. So if you guys remember back to last KVK, and I'll link a video on the top right side of your screen, we actually fought 2728. And these guys are the biggest pains to fight. And I'm friends with a couple of them, so I'll even show you guys. I got my friend Clink in here, who I've been chatting with. Here's Clink again. And he's also just a mega whale, and he's a pain in the butt. And then you've got Cutie as well. I'm not looking forward to fighting them. I'm really glad that they are in a different camp and they are not anywhere near us, because that means we're really not going to be fighting them until Kingsland. That said, I think, and I'm betting now, I think that we'll win at least Zone 5, and thus probably also Zone 6. I think we've got a pretty good chance of doing that. So I think a lot of the fighting is really going to be come Kingsland, because Zone 5 is going to be safe. Zone 6, I think we're going to be gravy. It's just a matter of, can we beat this first camp first, which I think we can. I'm a little bit worried about 3237. I don't know anything about them beyond the fact that they're super low power and also super low kill points. Whereas our enemies, you got 2906 and 2335, which both have substantial kill point numbers. Makes me a little nervous, but we'll have to see how it all shakes out. So that's the KVK. Lots of kingdoms in here, lots of great kingdoms. I think it's going to be a really fun Lost Kingdom chat. And if any of these kingdoms are yours, let me know in the comment section below, or if you know someone in the kingdom, let them know. Now, let's move on to the part that I'm really excited about, which is stats. Because if the KVK is a good KVK for me, we'll know. If it's a bad KVK for me, we'll also know. So here's my stats as of right now. I've got 79 million power. This may change slightly. We have pre-KVK training going on, so I may go ahead and train, I don't know, about a million powers worth of troops. Not that much. And then here's my kill point breakdown. So here's everything that I got. You can see there's the kills, there's the kill points, and I'm at 4.8 billion. I expect I'll be able to get this up between 4 and 6 billion kill points just based on how I've done historically. From a resource standpoint, we're doing okay. I haven't emptied out my farms just yet, but I'll show you guys exactly how many resources I have, and also we can refer back later on because I do know that you can now make, you can look at the statistics itself. So that's pretty cool. The other thing that we'll see, I have 0 range points right now. I'm planning on investing in a siege march. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to invest in a siege march immediately for this KVK. We'll have to see kind of how everything shakes out. I think it may be a spur of the moment thing, which is another reason why you want to subscribe, because if we are in Kingsland and I go ahead and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to do it, you're going to want to see that. Let's move on to some of our other stats here. So you can see my tree here, S, 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 A, and B. My armaments suck. It's the bane of my existence. From a troop power standpoint, I've got about 22.89 million power. Commander power is 6.4. And my dead count, which I take a lot of pride in, is 27.7 million dead. It's a lot. I'm planning on getting about at least 1.5 million dead. My account's a little bit bloated right now. You saw my highest power was 84 million. The fact that I'm anywhere near that right now is crazy. I think all of my most recent KVKs, I've been well below that, like 74. So I got a lot of troops to kill here. We've got 3 million troops. I expect I'm going to be killing a ton of cavalry, with Attila Subutai being the main rally now. That's what's going to be dying. And I'm super prepared and excited for that. Also, I have a bunch of T3. All these are going to get converted to T5 for Bastions. If you guys missed that tip, I have a short on this. It's pretty cool. I'll link it on the top right for you. Long story short, your best statistics are actually to upgrade T3 to T5 and then to train one T4 2000. And that gets you the best optimization for both power and for Bastions. So just keep that in mind. Not a bad deal. So that's what we got right now. I'm sure I'm going to kill a bunch of these, which should be pretty awesome. And as you did see, I do have some troops in the hospital because they are marching home. As for my commanders, let's talk about it. So here's my equipment on Nevsky right now. I think it's pretty good. I feel really good about this. I've got Iconic Layer 2 for the chest piece. I've got it for the weapon as well. I've got the crit ring here. Overall, I'm really happy with this set. I don't think I'm making many changes to it. Here is my infantry secondary set. So this is my main set. This is my secondary set. Also pretty good shape. I don't have Iconic to anything or crit anything on this particular set. My crit stuff is actually going to be on my Scipio. So I have the crit pants here. I got the crit horn down here. And I have Iconic 2 for the pants and the shield. Again, if you're going to get Iconic 2 for anything, you probably want to shoot for those first. Now, my archer set is also in pretty good shape. Again, I've got the Iconic 2 on the pants, which gets me that enemy health ignored, which we love. And I could do Iconic 2 here if I wanted to. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I'm kind of considering benching my archers. We'll have to see how everything shakes out this KVK. If my archers do well, maybe I won't. So we'll have to see how it goes. But this is the archer set that we are rocking right now. And then here, I think I shared, is my main cavalry set that we are rolling with as well. So we got 2 cavalry, 2 infantry, 1 archer. And for Gajamata, we have 0 equipment right now. So that will be fun. He's currently 5-1-2. I'm thinking I will max him and bring Cordoba to probably 5-5-5-1. And Cordoba is also way down right now. I think he's, 3-0-0. So it's going to be tight. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to use them this KVK. If I'm not, that's a bummer, but alas, that's how it goes. As for my armaments, again, my armaments are okay. I'm due for a legendary armament here. I have none, but here's what we got for my cavalry right now. I think it's pretty good. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Here's what I got for my other cavalry set. Again, I think it's pretty good. It's not great. I don't have legendaries, but I think it's all right. Here is my infantry wedge. So you got all this. I think this is okay. It's probably not my strongest set, if I'm being honest. I was really thinking of swapping out some of these pieces, but we'll have to see. It's this the Devious that I'm really excited about. That's a good one to have. And then we have Attila. So we'll go through his stats, but here his armament setup. I'll probably end up using him at least at some point for something, whether it's rallying cities or whether it's cheeseburgering with Martel behind him. I'm sure we'll find a use for Attila. We always do. And then we have our archers. Here's our archer armament setup. There you go. Again, I think it's pretty good. I don't know. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I don't have any rare inscriptions or legendary, but it's aight. I think it's aight. For Gajamata, we don't really have much for him just yet. We have Breaker, and I'm about to get armament conversion stones. There are two pieces I'm planning on converting if I come down here. So the first of which is going to be this, which has loose and ward. And the second is this one, which has ballistics. So I'll probably have both of those there. The third piece that I'm thinking of converting is if I go over here, I actually have a rare inscription that is primed and resolute. And this is fun because if I have over 50% units remaining, I get a 5% bonus to march speed, which on a siege march is huge. So I'm thinking of potentially converting this over, and this resolute will actually become something much better when I go about doing that. So that's what we have in the way of armaments. Let's talk stats. That's what you're really here for. You want to see what my stats are right now. And when we finish this KVK, we will be making a video talking about which marches did the best, and we'll be going through these stats as well. You can look back on one of my more recent videos where I actually did the same exact thing, and I think it's really helpful to visualize how all my marches do each and every KVK. So as for kills, I'm at 18.2 with Nevsky. That's all right. People are saying Nevsky's getting phased out of the meta. I'm planning on running Nevsky with Joan, and then I'll probably run Ho Chu Bing with Arthur. So we're running Nevsky with Joan. Let's pull up Joan here. She's at 16.76. That's not bad. I think that's pretty good. We'll see how she does. I expect she'll do all right. She usually does. Then, as I said, we're going to be doing Ho Chu Bing with Arthur. Ho Chu Bing, I want to bench you. I don't like you. You're not my favorite commander. But we'll have to see how you end up doing again. I was pleasantly surprised last time. I thought for sure he was going to be the worst, and he was not. So that's Ho Chu Bing. And Arthur, it's time for you to start earning your keep, my man. 1.28 million kills. This is nothing. Granted, in fairness, I really only did max him for Kingsland, and 1.283 is actually pretty good for just Kingsland, but we'll have to see what actually happens with him. I think he needs to show up this KVK. Let's move on to our infantry here. So we have William Wallace at just about 5.6. It's fine. It's not great. It's fine. And then we have Ragnar. I will not be running Guan. Guan is out this KVK. Ragnar's over here at 949. He hasn't even broken 1 million kills, y'all. Not even 1 million kills. So underwhelming. Disappointing, Ragnar. So we'll have to get him up this KVK. Gajamata, just for funsies, he has 0 kills. So if I do run a range march, we're going to be very, very easily getting to see what happens there. So I'm excited. Scipio is at 15.13. That's what you love to see. Scipio should do pretty well for us this KVK, I expect. He always does. Zeno, I didn't grab Zeno last time, but I should have. Zeno is at 9 million kills. Now, if you guys watched last KVK, I love baiting city swarms. Love it. And I have this Tertio set up on my Zeno, which actually is pretty good, I think. It could be better, but it's not bad. And I have sentries and all sorts of other good stuff. I had help by Bus Driver making that, so we'll see. I think Zeno's probably going to get at least a couple kills there. I'm sure we'll find out. And then let's go to Theo as well, because I'm sure she'll also pick up some of those kills. About 7.28. Now, if you're a good player, you probably shouldn't be taking city swarms or, more importantly, city rallies. But I'm a big fan of the whole take the city rally or take the city swarm and TP out when you can. No one's going to waste an imprison on me. I'm not worth using an imprison on, right? If they take me out of the battle, so what? On to my archers. Zug is a beast as usual. He's at 15.45 million kills, which is pretty good. And then I think that we actually skipped Luce. But let's look at Herman first. So here's Herman. He's at 7.68, which is pretty good. I expect that'll pick up as well. Luce, the absolute monster, is at 16.9 million kills. And I will probably end up running Luce Attila or Attila Luce. We'll see what happens, but it's going to happen. And so that means Attila's numbers are going to go up. Now, before I click Attila, you guys can guess. How many kills do you think Attila has? Okay, you got it in the comments? Attila is at 68 million kills. He'll probably get up to 70 million this KVK if I do actually run him with Luce. So I'm getting a screen grab of him. We'll see how it all shakes out. But these are the commanders I really expect to be using, right? We've got Ho Chi Minh with Arthur. We've got Attila Luce. We've got William Wallace Luce. We've got Zug with Herman. We have Gaja and Cordoba who have 0 kills. We have Scipio Ragnar. I think that's just about everyone that we are planning on running. So this is going to be a very exciting KVK. I know I'm pumped. I know I'm looking forward to fighting all of these other players. Let's check my resources and my speed ups real quick. And then I think we're just about there, guys. For total resources, this is what we have right now. We're looking a little light. As I said, we are going to empty out my farm, so that should augment us a little bit. You'll end up seeing what we have at the end when we do actually start streaming this KVK. But that's what we got in the way of resources. I think it's actually pretty good. We should be okay. I went through a ton of resources last KVK, but I think Zone 5 should be a little bit better for me in terms of trades. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I think. And so I shouldn't burn through quite as much. Speed ups, I am killing it. This is the most speed ups I've had in a really long time. I have 1932 days of speed ups, and I haven't even opened my Marauder chests. So we got 124 Marauder chests here. I know I'm pumped. I'm sure you guys are too. In fact, maybe I just open them right now. What do you guys think? Should I do that? Why don't we do that? I don't know. We're live. Let's do it. 124 chests. Let's see what we get. Okay. 11 8-hour speed ups, 5 24-hour speed ups, 1 3-day speed up, some gems, and a bunch of 3-hour speed ups. Not bad. Not the best opening I've had, but certainly not the worst. Got some epic leather, got some epic ebony, got some advanced stuff. So not bad. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed, thank you all so much. I'm looking forward to this KVK. I think it's going to be a great one for my account, and maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to get a legendary Otark this KVK. We'll find out. Thank you all. Chappy out.